What's up? What's up, fam? Bam! What's going on out there, fight fans? It is the homie, main man, made man in the building. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing. I don't know if y'all caught it, man. Put the banner out there, put the poster out there. We talking boxing is coming back next Thursday, fam. We going back into the subjects. Look like boxing is coming back good enough for me to feel comfortable enough to come back on here and break down and do it like I like to do it. So we talking boxing will be back on the scene next Thursday. We going every Thursday, every Sunday, man. Y'all come on and join the homie. You know what I'm saying? Thumbs up as you pull up. We going to be breaking it down like no other. You know what I'm saying? So I'm about to get into this particular fight right here. One I've been kind of looking forward to talking about all week long. You know what I'm saying? Now, before we get into this, though, I want to say, man, I see a lot of people wondering, you know what I mean? Wondering what's going on with my main man Bomb Squad. Where you at, homie? Where you at? Zeno, good morning. Good morning, family. Good morning, Muhammad Ali. We about to get into this one, man. Y'all already see what that title is, man. But yeah, man, everybody trying to figure out where my main man Wilder at. Why he ain't talking? Why he ain't saying nothing? I got 4 words for you. He got a lot on his mind. He got a lot on his mind. That's all we need to know. He be back when he be back. I love it. Silence is golden. I love it. What is he doing? Who is he training with? What is he working on? Nobody knows. Is he injured? Is he coming back? Is he human? Is he Superman? Is he Batman? Where's Deontay Wilder? Can somebody put up the Bomb Squad signal? Please bring out Deontay Wilder. That's what they saying. All I can tell you is he got a lot on his mind. We're moving right along. So look here, man. Dillian Whyte versus Alexander Povetkin going down. What is it? Tomorrow. Going down to, I think this is like the finale of the Fight Camp series, right? This is supposed to be the big one. This is supposed to be the big one. Well, for those who don't know, in the UK, this is going to be shown on Sky Sports box office. Here in America, this is going to be shown on the streaming app DAZN. And this particular fight got a lot of consequences and repercussions, fam. Lots of consequences and repercussions. Now, from the top of this, let's just talk about it. We know that there's going to be some sort of awards, if you will, on the line for this fight. We got the WBC interim title on the line. And check this out. The WBC diamond belt. Oh, we got the diamond belt, fam. Ain't nothing like the diamond belt. Diamonds are a boxer's best friend. Too bad it don't mean jack crap, though. Don't mean nothing. Just a little shiny little thing. It's just one of those type of belts that when you see these fighters take pictures and they be like covered in belts. They be having one here, one around the waist, one around the chest. And you be like, damn, bro, what's all them belts? I thought you was just the WBC champion. And he got 6 belts on. What's up with that? Well, this is one of them. The WBC Diamond Trinket. Let's just call it the Diamond Trinket. Now, let's listen to what WBC president, as you can see, I got him on the screen right here, Mauricio Sulaiman. Look at, he holding that bad boy. Look at that diamond belt. Look at that pretty diamond belt. Almost looks similar to the regular WBC belt, don't it? It's the green belt, the pretty money belt. And we're going to talk more about this diamond belt, but let's see what Mauricio Sulaiman got to say about this. Give me a minute. And watch your ears, fam. Watch your ears, because sometimes this thing be a lot louder than I be knowing. So please watch your ears, watch your ears. Here we go. Mauricio Sulaiman.
I am very happy, very proud to show the WBC Diamond Belt, which has been produced in record time. I just received it from the manufacturer. Smells the beautiful leather. And as you can see, Alexander Povetkin with the Russian flag, Dillian Whyte with the UK flag, the diamonds all around the belt, inside the belt. This is a trophy for the winner of August 22nd in the UK. I'm going to bring it to the airport, put it in the parcel, and I am hopeful that it will get there to this great fight. I wish you the best of luck. I hope that you take the pride of fighting for the diamond, for the trophy, for the legacy of being a diamond champion. God bless. Thank you.
And that, hold on, and that, fight fans, is Mauricio Suleiman. Don't know if it got buffeted on me. I hope not. You know what I'm saying? But that was Mauricio Suleiman breaking down the WBC diamond belt. Salute to Marquise. Marquise in the building. What's up, family? Silver Salomo in the building. What's up, family? Good morning. The WBC diamond belt in all of its splendor. Sorry, Father, let me get this off the screen, man. In all of its wonderful splendor. What is the WBC diamond belt, man? Well, let's just say in 2009, the WBC created its new diamond championship belt. The belt was originally created as an honorary championship exclusively to award the winner of a historic fight between two high-profile and elite boxers. I'm going to stop right there. What the hell does that mean? That's like a general definition of so much. Listen to this. The award, the winner of a historic fight. This is a historic fight? Oh, wow. Didn't know that. Of a historic fight between two high-profile elite boxers. Oh, so you mean tell me Dillian Whyte was a high-profile elite boxer? Oh, no. Alexander Povetkin is a high-profile elite boxer. Somebody got to be a high-profile elite boxer, right? In order to have the WBC diamond belt, diamonds are a boxer's best friend. It goes on to say that the diamond belt was awarded in November of 2009 to Manny Pacquiao. So Manny Pacquiao was the first person to wear the WBC diamond belt. Facts. Hey, I can't think of no other worthy of a contender. And they put that in the fight with Pacquiao and Cotto. Good fight to add a trinket to. Now, if you want to talk about elite fighters and high-profile fights, makes sense. Here, not so much. Especially when you already got one belt that ain't the real belt involved. And then you got two belts, both say WBC, that ain't the real belts that are both involved in this fight. Oh, that makes all the world of sense. Boxing 2020, you got to love it. Anyway. It goes on to say that, November 2009, the Manny Pacquiao, who won his 6th world title in his 5th division via a 12-round technical knockout over Miguel Cotto. The title can be defended, but is not a mandatory requirement. Let me say that again. The title can be defended, but it is not a mandatory requirement. The title can also be vacated due to a fighter's long-term absence or retirement from boxing. I don't know what that is, bro. That's not a belt. It's a trophy. It's a trinket. It's just something to take pictures with. That's about all. But they got two belts involved in this fight. Let's talk about the fighters. Let's talk about historical Zeno. He said it's historical, fam. This is a historical fight. What is it? Is it historic because it's going down in Eddie's backyard? It's historical, fight fans. We need to stop everything that we doing. I don't care what you got to do. Stop what you're doing. If you're painting a house, if you're building a house, I don't care what you do. This is a historical moment in boxing. We got the WBC diamond. The crazy thing about this belt is that I remember when Tyson Fury, when he first came back to the fight game, he requested to face Dillian Whyte for this particular belt. And we're going to bring this up a little bit later. This is the reason why I want to ask people, why do you think that Tyson Fury will accept the WBC franchise champion? We're going to get there. I mean, he was willing to accept the WBC diamond belt until he pulled out. Correct? He accepted the WBC's humanitarian award. Him and his wife were doing a couple exercises during the pandemic. Correct? What makes you think that he won't accept the WBC franchise? But we'll get there. We'll get there. Let's start off with Dillian Whyte, man. Now, let me get this thing up here. Hold on 1 second. Let me do the screen share. Let's start off with Dillian Whyte, man. Let's start off with Dillian. Let's get the poster up, shall we? There you go. There you have it. That is pretty much the tail of the tape right there. You know what I'm saying? Both men. Look at that. Alexander Povetkin coming in here, 40 years old. Dillian Whyte, 31 years old, 9 years younger. Both men haven't really lost much. Dillian Whyte with one loss. We know that came to Anthony Joshua. Alexander Povetkin has 2 losses. One to Anthony Joshua and one to Vladimir Klitschko. But he was only stopped once in his entire career. So when people say a lot about Alexander Povetkin, he ain't this and he ain't that. Though, you know, he got How many fights is that? 38 fights. He only been dropped once. He only been stopped once, and that's by AJ. This is going to be a good. Both men bring a lot of power to this fight. Both men bring a lot of different tools to this fight, and we're going to get into those tools, man. So let's start with Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte stated that he did not look good in his last couple fights because of his mental and because of his conditioning. According to, we know that Dillian Whyte had a rough year last year. After the Oscar Rivas situation bared itself, Dillian Whyte was in no man's land for a while. His head was gone. He didn't know where his boxing career was going to go. He didn't know which direction. He didn't know what was going on with the WBC. They're not trying to give him the shot. Are they trying to give him the shot? Dillian Whyte was in a bad, gray area last year. He really was. He popped dirty for PEDs. He did not tell the opponent going into the fight. That wasn't a good look publicly for Dillian Whyte. He took a public thrashing behind that by myself and others. And worthily so, because I do not agree with no fighter going into a fight not telling the other corner that I'm dirty. But that's not here nor there right now. So he had a rough year. So he says that even in his performances after that, where we seen him in there with like Marius Walk and things like that, he wasn't there. He says he was only, he was running on 60%. His haircut was all messed up. He was in terrible shape, terrible conditioning. Well, guess what, fight fans? That is night and day as to what's going on right now. Dillian Whyte is looking in the best condition of his career. Facts. Never seen the man look this good. I mean, I ain't, no homo, you know what I'm saying? But as far as in shape, when he got up on that weigh-in yesterday and he took that shirt off, I was like, oh, yeah. You don't see that fat hanging off him. You don't see them little love handles on the side like that no more, man. Looking a lot more chiseled up top, looking ready to go. Mentally looks a lot more clear in the head. Looked like we got Dillian Whyte back. Took about a year, but we got him back. It is what it is. So he's looking like the best conditioning of his life. For those who don't know, Dillian been working out in Spain. Word on the curb is his training camp ran for 4 to 5 months. Not weeks, not the typical 8 to 12 week camp, 4 to 5 months to bring what we're going to see tomorrow night. That's a lot of preparation, bro. That is more than a fat camp. That is more than a fat camp. That means he's taking this extremely serious. We heard news about a month or two ago during the pandemic that Dillian Whyte split with his longtime trainer of 5+ years in Mark Tibbs. No one knows the reason why. I heard a lot of speculation, heard a lot of maybes. This is the reason, that is the reason. I don't know exactly. All I do know is him and his trainer, Mark Tibbs, split up in the middle of a pandemic while Dillian Whyte is going into such a big fight. That was a little odd. But it didn't show in his, it still shows he's still been putting that work in. He's been out there in Spain doing God knows what. But he's been putting that work in. You know what I mean? And it looked good on him. You know what I'm saying? So 4 or 5 month camp, and he looks great. He is taking a huge risk in this particular fight with Alexander Povetkin. He got everything to lose and very, very minimal to gain. Let me say that again, fam. He has everything to lose. If Dillian Whyte loses this fight, he will be devastated. He has everything to lose and very minimal to gain. So for him to take this opportunity, you honestly got to say, hey, you got to give him credit. You already have the WBC mandatory status. Your future is pretty much, you got a big fight in your future. Once Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder fight for this 3rd time, it's said that you get the winner. Now, he got his fight date scrapped because Mauricio Suleiman in the pandemic, so we don't know when that chance may come, but we just know it's there. And if he loses to Alexander Povetkin, it's gone. And he says, 1,000 days, which we know is crap. The fact of the matter is, at this point, you now officially are the mandatory, and this will be your 2nd or 3rd time fighting since being named the mandatory. So this is a huge risk. Alexander Povetkin is a former champion with a lot of experience. Huge risk that Dillian Whyte is taking. Respectable, to be honest with you. He ain't sitting back saying, I'm gonna sit around and tiptoe and fight a bum, and I'm going to call up Dave Allen, or I'm going to, go into a third Chisora fighting or something. No, he's actually taking a worthy risk here. We're going to get to it. He expects a war. Dillian Whyte said in the press conference leading up to this fight that if it goes to a war, he down for a war. That's what he loves to do. And I don't take that away from Dillian Whyte. Man, got a lot of heart. Rugged. He's actually my kind of fighter. I actually like him. The way he stomp around boxing, the way he talk his talk. I like it. On the low, too bad it's aimed at the wrong individual, a la Bomb Squad, but that's a different video. But I do like Dillian Whyte to a certain. I just didn't like what he did to Oscar Rivas. As far as a fighter, I've always said he was a good fighter, worthy contender all day. He don't really do much wrong. You know what I mean? He don't, as far as, people kind of jump on him. Oh, he fought this guy. He don't really do much wrong compared to the other heavyweights. It's just the fact that people sour on him, A, here in America because of the way he talk about Bomb Squad, and B, the Oscar Rivas situation. That's just a bad look. But no one dislikes Dillian for his attitude. We got Jamil Charlo over here. We got Jamil Charlo ready to bite the head off anybody that walks in front of him. You think we tripping off how Dillian Whyte acts? Absolutely not. We love it. It's just the fact that, yo, dog, you did some foul stuff. That's all it's about. That's all it's about. Dillian is very dangerous when he's in shape. When Dillian's in shape, he is a different level of fighter. That dude that we seen in there with Marius Wack, I don't know who that was. You know what I'm saying? But the Dillian that I know, even the old Dillian when he fought AJ, when he's in shape, he's a damn good fighter, and anything can happen. It don't matter who you put Dillian Whyte, and I'm giving him credit for that. If you put him in there with Fury, Joshua, Bomb Squad, and if you get a in-shape Dillian Whyte, yo, you got your hands full. You got your hands full, bro. I ain't gonna take that away from Dillian. Rugged and got a big heart. And you got to think about another thing about Dillian Whyte. He came a long way for a dude to just have 7 amateur fights. We always take, this is one of the things I always give Bomb Squad credit for. His small amateur career, but huge results as a professional. You know what I'm saying? And that's the same way with Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte only got 7 amateur fights, man. But yet, look at him. He's progressed well, if you ask me. One of the top tier heavyweights. Early in his career, got more so by on brute force and less skill. But he's got more skillful over time. We see him picking up little things here and there. We see little things getting better on Dillian Whyte. It's just as long as his head is right. As long as his head in the game. But he's came a long way since them 7 amateur fights, man. I got to give him credit for it. Another thing, everybody will be watching. So will the pressure be driven up for Dillian Whyte? He'll have AJ in the building. AJ is going to be working with the broadcast team, Sky Sports. So AJ will be in the building. You're going to have Deontay Wilder watching. You're going to have Tyson Fury watching. You will have all of the top heavyweights are going to be watching Dillian on this night because he is now in line officially. So everyone's going to be watching Dillian. This is the moment you've been waiting on to get to that big fight. Don't blow it. Don't blow it. Don't blow it. Keys to victory for Dillian Whyte. Keys to victory are keep Alexander Povetkin on the outside with the jab. Alexander Povetkin is always looking to bury into the inside so he can let go either that good left hook you like to throw and more so in a countering fashion, ducking up under the jab, making his way to the inside and letting that left hook or right hook fly. That's Alexander Povetkin's MO. So with Dillian Whyte will be smart to do, especially early on, similar to what Anthony Joshua and as well as Vladimir Klitschko did. And he's taller than Dillian Whyte. I mean, than Alexander Povetkin. Not by much, by an inch or two, but taller. Put him on the outside, put him on the edge of that jab early on. Alexander Povetkin has to figure it out. Do not let him walk through the front door like Marius Wack was doing on you. You just let him walk right through the front, stand right on top of you. No. Alexander Povetkin is going to be doing that all night long. Looking for ways to make it to the inside, getting around your jab. Looking for ways to get around your right hand to make it to the inside. That's all night for Alexander Povetkin because that's his MO and that's his best chance on the inside. You know what I'm saying? Keep the right hand ready. Make him honest. Make him hesitant. Keep the right hand ready. When he come walking up on you like he ain't got no respect, You put a big right hand smack in the middle of his forehead. You make him think twice before you walking through my front door. You did. Do not get out of position, Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte, sometimes footwork, his balance is off. Balance, especially when he is in bad conditioning. Balance is off. When he swings, he's off balance. When he swings, he's wide open for counters and a lot of because he commits so much. He commits a lot. Keep your balance, homeboy. Keep your balance and watch for those counters. Rip Alexander Povetkin downstairs if he gets to the inside and uppercuts. Dillian Whyte is known as the body snatcher, is what they call him. They call him the body snatcher because he rips shots to the body. Well, if Alexander Povetkin does bury his way to the inside with his aggression, you let them body shots fly. You make him pay. Body shots on the inside, uppercuts, right up, back upstairs. All night. He hates that. Body shot, body shot, body shot. You beat that 40-year-old body if he gets next to you. Short uppercuts right there. And let the knockout come. I do believe when I get to my prediction, I'll call it, but let the knockout come. Don't force a knockout. Don't go in there over risking it early on, jumping it, because Dillian Whyte had this thing where he leaps in and swings, leaps in and swings. Similar to how David Haye used to do. He leaps in and swings, leaps in, swings. And watch that, bro. Let the knockout come to you. Alexander Povetkin is going to give you all the aggression you need. He's going to be walking smack to you. His hand speed is and his reflexes is off now. Alexander Povetkin is aging. You let that knockout come to you. Don't go chasing him. For what? Don't give him anything. You take everything away from him. Don't give him nothing. And I believe if Dillian Whyte does those things, he will be victorious. Let's talk about Alexander Povetkin. Alexander Povetkin, loads of experience. The man has seen pretty much every kind of heavyweight that you can put in there, from tall to short, from aggressive to more boxer, back working on the back foot, like he's seen with Huey Fury. Like he's seen pretty much every heavyweight style you can throw in there. He's fought through different eras. He's been around. Alexander Povetkin has been around. We trying to leave the bad stuff out, the PED stuff like he tried to do against my man Bomb Squad. We're not going to talk about meldonium. Oops. But anyway, fact of the matter is this dude been around for a long time. Been around for a long time, and he brings a hell of a lot of experience to the fight game. Performs Alexander Povetkin performs very well against European-level opposition. Never could really make it on the world class. Great UK level, European level opposition. He runs through those dudes. He always has his weight, but when he steps up to the world class, the times he steps up is where he, to me, suffers. Haven't seen Alexander Povetkin get over the world class hump his whole pretty much career. Even when he beat Manuel Cha back in the day, is that really world class? Is Cha really world class? I'm just saying. So I just always thought he fell short on the world class, but he forms well against European level. He can be outboxed because of his dynamics. He's short, he's strong, and he does do a lot of good work if you let him get to the inside. He's a bruiser on the inside, without a doubt. But however, he can be outboxed because he takes so much firepower going through the door. And he stands on the outside. He's so patient on the outside sometimes to wait for his opportunities. As he's trying to figure it out, he's just getting tagged. Anthony Joshua figured out, I'm going to put this big stiff pole of a jab on his ass, and he ain't going to know what to do. Man, Joshua was jabbing Povetkin, man. It was a beautiful jab, bro. That was, I mean, the way he was jabbing Povetkin, just like plucking him with that joint, man, I was just like, damn. But he opened all day for that. Can Dillian do that? I think Dillian jabs okay. But you got to put him on the end of that bad boy. And he can be outboxed, man. He can definitely be outboxed. But he likes to duck under the jab because I guess he gets jabbed so much, you know, learning from the Klitschko fights, learning from maybe the Huey Fury fights, learning from the Anthony Joshua fights. He likes to duck up under that jab and try. He thinks his best way is to duck up under it, come from up under it, and come back up top. That's all he's looking to always really do. And for a guy who's so compact, you know, like Alexander Povetkin is, he doesn't put in nearly enough work downstairs. I always never understood that about Alexander. He gets away from that body work a lot, bro. And that costs him. Because I believe that if he gets to the inside and he digs like Dillian Whyte like to do, he'll probably be a much better fighter and stay with it. But he never sticks with the body work. I never understood that. If he reach, you teach, Dillian Whyte. And that's the thing. I meant to say that about Dillian. Alexander Povetkin reaches a lot. He did it against Michael Hunter. And that's all you heard Michael Hunter's corner screaming. If he reach, you teach. If he reach, you teach. He reaches a lot to try to get to the inside. If he reach, you teach, bro. But Alexander Povetkin is slowing down. He's 40 years old. He's been in wars and rumors of wars. He's slowing down, bro. Hand speed is slowing down. Reflexes are definitely slowing down. Looking at his last couple fights, man, he has slowed down dramatically, as to be expected from a 40-year-old heavyweight. He was never really the fastest. He was never really the best, but you can definitely see the decline in Alexander Povetkin. His billionaire promoter might see it too. Dang, I wonder. Best shots are left and right hooks on the inside. And that's the one thing that Dillian Whyte is going to have to be aware of. Do not, if you get him on the end, if he makes it to the inside, watch it, because if he connects, he can hurt you. He hurt Anthony Joshua. Remember, he hurt Anthony Joshua because he made it to the inside and he landed a punch. Do not let this man get to the inside and possibly land a punch from the gods. Because guess what, fight fans? Guess what, fam? The same way that Andy Ruiz landed a punch from the gods, this man is more than capable of landing a punch from the gods. Do not let him inside and doing what he wants. Dillian Whyte's conditioning got to be rock solid for this fight. Maybe that's why he did the camp that he did, because he know that Alexander Povetkin is going to be he's going to be a handful. He can be got out of there. Like I said, he don't think he's world class, but he's still going to be a handful. He's still going to be a handful. So that's what he likes to do. So let's go to the keys for victory for Alexander Povetkin. If Alexander Povetkin want to win this fight, this is what I believe that he should do. Use head movement, stay out the way of the jab. Asking a lot. I know, because I just told you about the reflexes. I'm asking a lot. Stay away from the jab. Use your head movement and countering ability to make Dillian Whyte keep that jab at bay. Don't stand there and just keep constantly getting tagged. Oh, I got tagged enough now. Now I'm going to make my move. That's what Alexander Povetkin, he'll get smacked with 2-3 jabs and now I'm going to make my move. Bro, don't just stand there and get jabbed all the shit. Use your head movement, man. Apply smart, effective pressure, not the defensiveless, lazy pressure like he likes to do. He does this lazy pressure where his defense is so loose. Hands are low, coming forward, just trying to get there, just moving the upper body, trying to get there, ain't really using his reflexes properly. Lazy. Taking his foot off the gas, sitting back thinking about it while he's getting tagged up with 2-3 jabs. Lazy. You have to have smart, effective aggression. Alexander Povetkin's aggression to me is just straight up lazy. It's just a lazy, it's defensiveless. It's not, he ain't fainting nearly enough. I mean, lazy aggression. Don't get lazy. Use feints to throw Dillian Whyte's timing off. That's why I say what makes him so easy to figure out in a lot of cases where his lack of body work comes in. That lack of body work, when you ain't fainting, you ain't got me thinking, you don't have me dropping my hands. I don't care. I don't see you putting much work downstairs, so I'm just going to lock up here. Use some feints. But if you're going to use some feints, you actually got to go to the body too. So use some damn feints for a change. He just so straight up and down, no special effects, man. Stay low, then come up. Of course, that's what he likes to do. But just, to me, doesn't do it well enough. You stay low, get to the inside, then you come up. But I don't know, bro. It's just like he gets tagged so much going to the inside. Stay away from the early wars unless the punch from the gods come. Stay away from the early wars. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Try to wear Dillian Whyte down some. See what his condition is really like. See if it's more than just a photo op. See if he actually has conditioning. You can look good in pictures, but that don't always mean your conditioning is the greatest. Always remember that, fam. There's different levels to being in shape. I mean, test that. See if this is the real Dillian Whyte. Make sure that he just didn't take something in Spain and make him look that way. That's all I'm saying. Test him. But don't go to war with this dude early. Dillian Whyte is a strong puncher, man. Dillian Whyte, the counter kick, can be down 6-7 rounds. One punch, pow, fight's over. He has that. He has that. He has that. But stay away from early wars unless the punch from the gods come, and prefer to weigh him down, chip away each round until you can make your move. I believe that if Alexander Povetkin does those things, he will be victorious. Prediction time. All right, man. Who you got, cuzzo? You talking all this talk. Who you got, man? Who you got? Well, if you haven't picked up on me breaking this down, who I'm pretty much leaning towards, easy work. I'm going towards Dillian Whyte to stop Alexander Povetkin. I repeat, Dillian Whyte will stop Alexander Povetkin. I'm calling it between the 7th and the 10th. I think he stops. If I had to pin it down to an exact round, which I don't like really doing, but 9th round KO. 9th round KO Dillian Whyte over Alexander Povetkin. That's my call. That's my call. I think he stops him. Now, Alexander Povetkin's only been stopped once in his career. Once, and that's by Anthony Joshua. I think he's at that point. I think he's just at that point in his career where he's going to be getting stopped a lot more. You know what I mean? And I think Dillian Whyte is the one that's going to set it off. Once Anthony Joshua started what he did to Alexander Povetkin, I just think it gets worse and worse and worse and declines more and more and more as time goes on. That's just my opinion. So that's who I believe is going to win this fight. Real quick, aftermath. What happens afterwards, man? Well, if Dillian Whyte is victorious, we all know how this is going to be played out. Dillian Whyte will remain the mandatory and wait on Fury versus Wilder 3. The WBC has already came out and said that the old February date is basically scrapped, and the new date will not be pretty much set until Wilder and Fury 3 happens. So he still the mandatory, just don't got no mandatory date. Now, we got Eddie Hearn running around out here saying that, look, man, if Dillian Whyte gets the WBC regular championship and Tyson Fury gets elevated to franchise, well, guess what? We looking at Dillian Whyte, because at the end of the day, and I agree with Eddie Hearn here. I actually agree with him. He's looking at Dillian Whyte as the real champion. Now, of course, the winner who emerges from Fury Wilder 3, yeah, of course, they're the winner, they're the champion. But if you vacate that belt, and we got to stand consistent on franchise belts. We can't just say just because it's our favorite fighter, oh no, we see him as a champ. If they give Tyson Fury, Bomb Squad already said he don't want it. But I don't see Tyson Fury winning either. Let's just keep that. I hate talking from this premise. But anyway, but it's, God forbid, if that happens, right? And he's the champion, and he gets WBC franchise champion, nah. And Dillian Whyte gets elevated to WBC regular champion, I'm with Eddie Hearn. Go for a total undisputed fight with Dillian Whyte, who's to be the real champ, and Anthony Joshua. That's according to Eddie Hearn. According to Eddie Hearn, and I quote, Hearn is saying that if Fury gives up his WBC title, then Joshua will fight Whyte or whoever ends up with the belt. In other words, Fury is only relevant for a match against Joshua if he has the WBC title, end quote. Now, that sounds good. Now, I don't want to put too much stock into that. That's what Eddie is saying. Sound good, but I know the UK fans out there ain't going like that. The UK fans out there saying, hey, we want what we want. And I'm going to tell you straight like this, when all of this clears up, the UK fans are going to be looking at Eddie Hearn to make that fight. He can talk that talk today, but the pressure going to rise. The money going to be there. We'll see if Eddie can turn away. We'll see. But Whyte's future has a big fight in it somewhere. If Deontay Wilder when Deontay Wilder beats Tyson Fury, that will probably be the best outcome for Dillian Whyte, truth be told. People can talk all you want about Bomb Squad all you want, but hear this, UK fans. Why y'all running around here talking bad about Deontay Wilder? Remember that Deontay Wilder was never the one that said he was going to go to the franchise and get out of the way of Dillian Whyte. Never said he would. He said he don't want the franchise title, meaning that if he beats Tyson Fury, he's welcome in a fight with Dillian Whyte. Unlike Tyson Fury, who's making it crystal clear that I don't need to fight Dillian Whyte. I ain't thinking about Dillian Whyte. Frank Warren, we ain't thinking about Dillian Whyte. Bob Arum, we ain't thinking about Dillian Whyte. We thinking about a franchise belt if it comes to that. But you want to talk about Bomb Squad, though, who said, look, man, I don't want it. And if I get this belt, guess what? Pow, I'm going right at Dillian Whyte. Now, the thing is, people may say, well, man, if Bomb Squad wins, they're going to go for a fourth fight. Sure. I don't see them going for a fourth fight immediately. With Bomb Squad, I think they can take some interim things and maybe come on back, because I don't know what the boxing public are going to be tired of seeing it at that point. But a full fight is going to have to happen. I'm sorry, fam. Don't know when. You know what I mean? And, you know, they're always doing interim things between their fights anyway. So if Wilder wins, man, I can see him going towards Dillian Whyte. Real spill, because he ain't going to want the WBC franchise. Or when Wilder win. Now, if Fury wins, everything is up in the air. We don't know what's going to happen. Fury going to do what the hell Fury want to do. So we don't know what Fury is going to do. Fury may vacate it and goes for the WBC franchise belt, and he can just sit back and say, hey, well, Joshua, you can go ahead and fight Dillian Whyte, and I'll get the winner of that. That sounds more Tyson Fury-ish. That sounds more Tyson Fury-ish. Oh, I got that. I just beat Bomb Squad. Now I'm going to sit back and let these dudes fight it out, and I'll come on back to boxing. After I go to WWE and UFC and get some bags, and then I'll come on back. That's more Tyson Fury-ish. Let's just keep it 100. So if Tyson Fury wins, I just don't know what the hell going to happen. All I do know is that Dillian Whyte may be, I can see his chances of becoming a champion without fighting for the belt happening more so then, you know what I'm saying, if Tyson Fury wins. If AJ loses against Kubrat Pulev, how does this work out? I don't see AJ losing to Kubrat Pulev, so don't get it twisted, UK. But at the end of the day, what if AJ loses to Kubrat Pulev? What would that do for Dillian Whyte? It takes off the rematch that he wants with Anthony Joshua. And Eddie Hearn knows that if he gets Dillian Whyte the WBC belt, him and AJ in the UK, in-house fight, humongous fight, undisputed is what they'll market it as. It'll be huge in the UK. They're going to Wembley all day next summer. They're going to Wembley next summer. If the WBC elevates Dillian Whyte to WBC champion, they're going to Wembley next summer with AJ. And, you know, every time, though, when I think of him and AJ, the one thing that gets on my nerves, remember when Deontay Wilder was supposed to go over there and commentate one of AJ's fights, and then AJ told him he couldn't get in the ring, so Deontay Wilder said, I'm not coming there. But then, yeah, I turn around and I look at AJ climbing up in the ring on Dillian Whyte's fight, though. You know what I mean? Like, what's up with the hypocritical stuff, man? You hear me? I'm just saying. But if AJ loses to Pulev, man, well, this pretty much, I think they'll be trying to rematch it. You know, Eddie Hearn will have to play the rebuilding game with Joshua the same way he did in the Andy Ruiz situation. He got to play the rebuilding game. He got to get Joshua back into the limelight. So that pretty much would take Joshua off the table for Dillian Whyte anytime soon. Now, if you take him off, Tyson Fury wins, or like I said, if Deontay Wilder wins, it's an automatic fight, I think. If Tyson Fury wins, you take away AJ, I don't know where this leaves Dillian Whyte. Because Tyson Fury going to sit back and play big. Dillian Whyte? I don't have to fight that bum. Who is Dillian Whyte? Dillian Whyte who? He going to play really big. So I don't know. There's a lot of outcomes here, man. This is what I'm saying, man. A lot of consequences and repercussions involving this fight. But if Dillian Whyte loses, everything I just told you in the last 5 minutes don't mean crap. If Dillian Whyte loses, everything that I just told you in the last 5 minutes means nothing, because Dillian Whyte will go back to no man's land. Unfortunate. And that's just being honest. It's the hard truth of boxing. Yeah, you may say, man, he worked his way up. He fought his way. He stood at number one. He lose this next fight, and he goes back to no man's land. And I'm just being honest. He goes back to the UK and becomes your favorite fighter, but world class. Dillian Whyte is trying to bust out of that UK ceiling. He loves y'all, and y'all love him. Don't get it twisted. But he wants to get to the world class. He wants to walk through the door of world class. And in order to get to the level of world class, even if you consider him world class, his opposition don't say that. In order for him to get to world class, well, guess what? He cannot lose this fight, because he is right there knocking on that door. He right there. So I'm going to leave it there. Who you got? I'm going to go through some comments from the fam. Salute to everybody that came on through. If I missed you, man, salute to all of y'all. Y'all know sometimes I lazy in on these joints, and I get back to the comments in a minute. But salute to everybody. Thumbs up is your pull up, man. I'm going to go through some of y'all comments, man. Let's see what we got. Yeah, Zano, historical, bro. Joe says, man, if Dillian Whyte doesn't watch it, he might just get slumped. He better watch it, and he better not get slumped. Getting slumped would be the worst thing, man. Dillian Whyte would go probably into a depression bigger than you after what he went through last year. Then knocking on the door right there at the WBC championship and lose, man, they're gonna have to they're gonna have to have somebody sitting watching Dillian Whyte for the next 2 weeks after that. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what's up, Jeff Boxing? Dillian Whyte has been putting in serious work in the past 4 years. No denying that. No denying that. He just hit that roadblock with the Oscar Rivas situation. No denying it. You know what I'm saying? He has been putting in work. I always gave him credit for that. Zeno says it just get more and more confusing with these belts. Yeah. That's what I say, bro. You see them pictures and all of these fighters be covered in belts, man. All half of them joints are trinkets. And here's another one, man. I mean, what is the WBC diamond? Back to diamond belt. For here, they just dubbed this as a historical fight. Come on, champ. Come on. We already know what it is, man. Alec Cartier say, yo, I got a feeling that it's not that historic. Exactly, fam. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. Not that historic, but the WBC says it's a historic fight. You know what I'm saying? That's funny, champ. That's funny. This will be his 12th fight in 4 years against some solid heavyweights in it. Yeah. I got to look, and that's what I'm saying, man. Like, if he worked this hard and did everything that y'all said he's done and get right here and lose, man, bro, that'll be one of the worst stories out in boxing. The fight of the PED, says Zeno, all day. You already know. Alec Cartier say Snacks is in here. Snacks is definitely in the building. The 2020 Snacks. The COVID Snacks. You know what I'm saying? You only can get them from Marbella, Spain. That's word on the curb. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. That's word on the curb. Who has the better left hook, says Muhammad Ali? I'd say probably Alexander Povetkin, given that he's used it much more frequently against higher competition. And it's always delivered for him. As for Dillian Whyte, not so much. You know, I've seen him get people out of there with different shots. So I'd say Alexander Povetkin probably has the better left hook. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that Dillian Whyte got to watch out for on the inside, man. He get clocked with that junk. You see what happened with AJ, man. AJ got his brains knocked around for a small period of time against Alexander Povetkin. It can happen. It could definitely happen. You let this strong dude on the inside. You got to keep him out of your house. Keep him out of your space. Make him figure out, if you won't come in my space, oh yeah, you gonna take this one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Now come talk to me. That's how I got to be, bro. That's how I got to be. Says Whyte got a stronger hook, but Povetkin's is faster and more compact. Exactly. And he does it from the inside. Whyte usually kind of lunges with his, but Alexander Povetkin, he's on the inside. That's how he getting inside them jabs and he throwing them check hooks, man. And yo, they're dangerous. That's why I say I think he uses it better. I think so quicker hands and better technically, yet Whyte is the favorite going into the fight. Absolutely. He should be the favorite. I think Whyte stops Alexander Povetkin. I saw Dillian use some of the James Toney tricks and tactics on the heavy bag, like keeping distance by pushing the opponent with the shoulder. Beautiful tactic, bro. Beautiful tactic. That's what he needs to do. And that's why I'm crediting Dillian Whyte by saying his 4 to 5 month training camp was more than a fat loss camp. He went in there working on some things. Things like you saying, Zeno, is exactly what he need to do in this fight. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Muhammad Ali says, yo, Povetkin has a better chin. I think just his age against him. Povetkin needs to start off fast. Oh, so I don't think he should go in there early war with Dillian Whyte. I think he's going to get stopped earlier like that, bro. You think he should start fast, but he going to fade, bro. You don't think it should be a better pace? I don't know, man. I think he should pace, bro. He gonna fade, man. He 40, man. And Dillian Whyte likes to go to the body. You know what I'm saying? Dillian Whyte is called the body snatcher, champ. I don't know, bro. I just think he need to pace it. Coming out there early on Dillian Whyte, man, he might catch something he don't want to catch, bro. You know what I'm saying? Real spill, man. Jeff Boxer say, put respect on Whyte's name, man. He been putting in work as the mandatory, and he's past due for his shit. I agree. Take that up with the WBC. You know, take that up. You know, the crazy part is, like, when Dillian was running around with his 1,000 days and all this jazz, and I was telling that story here on the channel, and I was telling folks, Dillian Whyte was a product of WBC corruption. I don't deny that. You know what I mean? The WBC corruption lied between Mauricio Suleiman and Don King. You know what I mean? And Don King pretty much stole Dillian Whyte's position. and gave it to Dominique Brazil. You know what I mean? That's just how it worked out. I mean, it got stolen from him. And that's corruption from the WBC. You know what I'm saying? Corruption from the WBC. Is influenced by James Toney. I think anything that's influenced by James Toney and Dillian Whyte using that going into this fight ain't nothing but a good thing, Zeno. Nothing but a good thing. You know what I'm saying? But Dill did say that he ain't going to fight Ortiz because he was too old. See, I try to leave that out. Because he was too old, and now he is fighting someone the same age in Povetkin. That is I don't put this past the WBC. I'm just being honest with y'all, bro. In most of the franchise situations, like in Canelo's situation, he got elevated, right? And they just gave the belt to Jamal Charlo. In Lomachenko's case, he got elevated and they just gave the belt to Devin Haney, right? I can see the WBC with all that they put Dillian through, elevate Tyson Fury and make him fight for the WBC belt. Do y'all see that? I'm being 100. Especially if Luis Ortiz or one of them big name fighters are right next to him. I can see the WBC looking at the sanctioning fee that's attached with another big fight with Dillian Whyte and saying, no, you know what? We're going to make you can have the WBC belt, but you're going to have to fight for it. I ain't saying they're going to do it. I'm just saying I can see it. That'd be totally unfair. Totally unfair. P. Newell in the building. What's up, homie? What's up? Where you been, bro? What's up, man? Hey, bro, we back next Thursday, homie. I've been getting your messages as to when I'm coming back on live. So we're going to structure it again, fam. You know what I'm saying? We're going back to Thursdays and Sundays starting next Thursday, fam. Hope to see you there, man. Much love to you, fam. Much love to you, man. Good to have you in the building. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Stormy B, man. What's up, OG? What's going on with you, man? Salute to the homie Stormy B, man, in the building. What's up, family? Thank you for riding with me, man. Thank you for riding with me. You know what I mean? Let me see. I see I got some comments coming in. Coach Kennedy in the building. What's up, man? What's going on? Who wins, man? Hey, I say Dillian Whyte, fam. I think Dillian Whyte stops Alexander Povetkin between the 7th and the 10th. If I had to bring it down to a round, I'm going with the 9th. I think he stops Alexander Povetkin, fam. I think he stops. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Tabernacle Testimony in the building. What's up, family? What's up with you, man? Blessings, main man, in chat. Blessings to you, Tabernacle Testimony. Thank you for riding with me, family. Thank you. Rory Tubori. Whyte looked like he trained very hard, and he'll be irrelevant if he loses. I'm picking him in 4. Good call. I'm with you 100% on that, fam. He loses this fight, man. Put a suicide watch out on Dillian. It ain't going to be good. It is not going to be good. Zeno says if Tyson Fury wins, Tyson is going to vacate the WBC regular title and get elevated and fight Joshua. So, you know, that's crazy with that situation because Eddie Hearn is the one stuck in the middle. Now, like I told y'all before, Eddie is out here today saying, well, if Dillian Whyte gets the WBC belt, then we're going to go and face Dillian Whyte. You know what I mean? Sound good. Sound good, Eddie. Sound good. But, yo, UK, y'all not going like that. Y'all going to tell him we want the AJ fight. What is Eddie going to do? How is he going to please Dillian Whyte and please Anthony Joshua? I know Joshua wants to go into that fight too. Now, here's the deal. Eddie might see that he got a little bit of leverage because regardless of what happens between Fury and Wilder, once the dust settles over there, they're going to need an opponent. This is where Eddie gets more power. Eddie got no power right now. No one's really paying attention to Eddie right now. But when it settles, when the dust settles and Tyson Fury or Bomb Squad rises up from that, it's going to be, okay, who's next? And that's where Eddie's going to say, well, my guys are next. And I get to decide which guy you face. Maybe I'll make you wait and say, Anthony Joshua, fight Dillian Whyte for the WBC belt. And now I have an undisputed champion. Do you know what Eddie Hearn would do with the undisputed champion? Do you know the marketing dollars that DAZN will pour into a undisputed champion? That may be the goal first, fam. And then say, hey, I got all of the belts, Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder. So this is the split. Is Eddie thinking like that? Is Eddie thinking like that? He ain't going to go to Tyson Fury like that, though. He going to go to Bomb Squad like that. But Tyson Fury, he going to be hesitant. Oh, well, maybe we'll give him 50-50. I mean, he is big. He has the WBC franchise. He is considered the number one. He'll talk like that about Tyson Fury. But against Deontay Wilder, well, we don't know what did this pay-per-view do? You know, what did he do? We're going to give him this. We're going to give him that. Joshua has other belts. All Deontay Wilder's ever did is beat Tyson Fury. So, and the pay-per-view numbers did. That's how it's going to come when it comes to Wilder. You feel me? Watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you. Watch what I say. I can see a situation with with Deal is the regular WBC champion and loses it to Usyk. Oh man, but Usyk is pursuing a whole nother sanctioning body right now. Alexander Usyk that's another thing that's gonna come into play. Alexander Usyk's WBO mandatory if he gets beyond Derek Chisora, which I think he does. Still some open questions there. I think he beats Derek Chisora, but when his situation comes up, that's another thing that Eddie Hearn's going to have to deal with. And this is what I'm saying. Eddie Hearn is going to be in a much more better position after Fury and Wilder because he got the rest of the remaining players under his banner. So right now, Eddie, you can talk. Ain't nobody really going to listen to you right now. Once Wilder and Fury is over, then people will start looking back towards Eddie Hearn and seeing what he got to say. Only ones that's listening to Eddie Hearn right now is probably Bob Arum because Bob Arum is thinking dollar signs. Him and Frank Warren trying to make this happen as soon as possible. But Eddie will be in control then. Right now, he ain't. I'm telling y'all some real spill. Dillian will kill Alexander, says P. Newell, all day. Body snatcher gonna put him in a body bag, man. You know what I'm saying? All day. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Zeno says Michael Hunter predicted that Dillian will get KO'd by Povetkin. He seems a bit salty because he want to make Alexander his fight over Povetkin looks much more bigger than what it really is. Man, Hunter should have walked away with that window. I thought Hunter pulled it out. I thought it was real razor thin close, but I gave it to him by like 2 rounds. You know what I'm saying? But he is a little salty. He's just trying to make his fight with Alexander Povetkin seem much bigger. Because if Povetkin beats Dillian Whyte, it's going to look like what he did to Alexander Povetkin so much better. You know what I'm saying? So much better. But that's all I got, Fight Fam. I'm going to get up out of here, man. Much love to the fam. Hold on. Let me read Stormy's joint. Stormy says, man, Hunter left a great blueprint for beating Povetkin and blitzing him early. Whyte is bigger and stronger and may roll the dice. Povetkin didn't respond to that very well. He didn't. But what happened, though, Povetkin paced himself and he got himself back into that fight. And on top of that, Michael Hunter had to take a lot of those mid rounds. I mean, you know, he wasn't nearly fighting with that same enthusiasm as he was early on in that fight. But I thought he edged it out. I just don't suggest rushing him. I just don't, because Dillian Whyte got to watch his conditioning too, man. This is a big dude you're talking about. I don't know, bro. I just think Dillian should pace him for the first 4 and then put it on him in the middle rounds and then turn that heat up. I think that works better. But we'll see, fam. Much love to you all, man. Look, man, if I don't get back up on here today, I can't say if I am or ain't. I want to tell everybody to have a blessed weekend out there, man. Stay stressed and sucker free, man. Enjoy these last 2 summer days, man. Summer 2020 sucked. You know what I mean? The least you can do is enjoy these last few days of sun and get out there and spend some time with your family, man. If not, I see y'all on fight night. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy the fights. Any fights that's coming on tonight, any fights that's coming on tomorrow, enjoy them, bro. Boxing is back, man. We back. And I'm back next Thursday all day. Thumbs up on the way out if you did not hit it on the way in. Much love to the fam. Much love to everybody that catches this on the playback. And much love to everybody in Main Man Made Man's Boxing Forum over on Facebook. And like I always say, to the next one, peace out.